Um, so let's take a look at this and do a bit of an open boxing. I was actually kind of impressed with the box. It didn't come in a generic, bland, tan cardboard box. Shows the version of the chip, so they are advertising that. It shows a lot of its functionality on the side. So it looks like you could maybe in some parts of the world pick this up in a retail store. It's definitely has retail packaging. It made the trip really well. I want to say I hope everybody out there is practicing their social distancing. I did give this a little once over for with some disinfectant just in case. They say that the virus doesn't live more than 72 hours on cardboard. But I did go over it just to be careful. Came in just fine. It was packaged really well, about 1.5 inch foam. The units on top, I will say that I think that had this taken any big blows in shipping, that there's a high probability it could be broken. There aren't any marks on the plastic to indicate that this one had any damage. And this is the first time I've opened it. Very nice. Kind of looks very nice. As you can see on the back, there's not much to the electronics of it. It will decrease the bulk that is behind the current systems on the Land Cruiser Dash. The insides have changed. The stereo in itself has not changed a bunch. The older units will have this same configuration with the hazard buttons, some lights, indicator lights, a microphone light. So you have to be very careful, and I put that in my forum thread, that you need to be careful which one you order, because currently there are 4 versions of this for sale for the Land Cruiser itself. And then you have to be careful because a lot of the world market is geared towards the Land Cruiser Prado version. And there seems to be a lot of accessories, including infotainment systems, specifically for that. So you'll click on a link and think that you're looking at something for the Land Cruiser, but they call it the Land Cruiser Prado, and if you miss that word, then you'll think you're getting something for your Land Cruiser, and you may not. I will say big props to Phoenix. Phoenix makes very sure that you get the correct stereo. Before they would ship my unit out, they required me to send a picture of the front of my dash to make sure that my unit was going to be compatible and I wasn't going to start off with a bad customer service because I managed to order the wrong radio. Other websites, Rhino Radio, definitely AliExpress, are not going to do that. What you order is what you're going to get, and you're going to wait for quite a while to get it, and by the time that you find out that it's not the right radio, it may be too late. And then dealing with customer service, even if it weren't late, is a nightmare. So props to Phoenix for that. We'll mention, look up earlier in the thread, I posted some pictures of an app called Arrive that I didn't expect much out of, but it was really cool. It plotted the location of this unit being shipped all the way from China. And was very accurate. Got it on the day that I was supposed to. So props to them for thinking about customer service. Currently, to this point, my customer service couldn't have been better, and you know, these units are kind of expensive. I understand not compared to some of the things we spend money on our Land Cruisers for bigger wheels, but for people like me, like I said earlier, I'm not the off-road guy. I'm the infotainment creature comfort guy and enjoy owning a Land Cruiser. This is expensive. Okay, just a quick look at the inputs on the back of it, and we will take a look at what else comes in the box. And that would be a lot of connectors that hopefully will turn out to be plug and play. This looks like to be the main harness. And lots of other harnesses, 2009 to 2014 airbag. They all seem to be labeled, line out, line in. The audio-visual cables are all labeled. Bag transfer cable, AV in. Very nice. Antenna is included in this bag. And then we have, the OBD Wi-Fi that I'll be using to try to read some of the statistics that are put out by the car on the radio. Because I think it's cool. I don't know, maybe it'll have a use, but I don't know. I want to see RPMs on my radio. So it was only a $10 upgrade when you purchased it. And so I bought it. I will say that I also would have bought the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay module that will connect with this, but because I waited, one of the other benefits of waiting around a couple years is that those features are now built in to the radio. Those would have cost me an extra $50 had to buy the dongle to go into it. So they are regularly updating these to the new chips and the new built-in features like fast reboot, better chips. Like I said, this has been a long time coming, and I look forward to updating you with every step along the way. I'll be learning to edit. It may not be fast as you would like for those of you that are following it now, but I'll do my best. And with the social isolation that we're experiencing, I expect it'll get done a lot sooner than it would have otherwise. So stay safe, everybody. I'll keep you updated. Keep watching. If you have any questions, please post them in the threads. I'll be around. Talk to y'all later.